What is the ceiling for a sports card, in your opinion?
Well, look, I think that sports cards and sports collectibles have definitely taken on, over the last couple of years, more significant status as alternative assets. And we don't necessarily recommend these pieces in the investment mindset. I mean, we're all very much collectors. We sell to a lot of collectors, but it's impossible to ignore that there are definite investors in the space now. And to your point, in 1996, we sold a PSA 10 Mickey Mantle for $120,000.
Not a bad acquisition.
A tremendous return on your investment. And what we've seen in the last several years, for one reason or another, are the best of the best, the rarest of the rare, continuing to appreciate. And people that are coming in with maybe a little bit of a collecting bend to their purpose, but maybe more of an investment mindset, they're gravitating to the stuff that they know is always going to be in demand. And if you have to liquidate, you want to be able to control your destiny. You want to be able to say, look, find this somewhere else. You don't want to be selling something that everybody else has. And so we think there's tremendous upside with this, but we don't know what it's worth now. That's the beauty of the auction. It will decide. And you just look to a Wagner. I mean, Wagners in the 1980s were $50,000. Now they're millions. The buy-in price for a Wagner is $1 million plus, even in the
That's
worst
for
condition.
one and a half, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in any condition. So, we've turned down eight-figure offers for Wagners on behalf of clients already. So we know there's an appetite for significant expenditures, and we know that there's a number of people out there looking at these as really long-term stores of values and alternative assets.
You slid that number right in there like it was nothing. Eight-figure offers for Wagner's. That would make a Honus Wagner the most valuable or most highest price paid for any sports card ever.
There are people out there with the appetite to break the record. The hard part is finding a card or an item that could do it. And this is a card that really, in our opinion, for the first time in a long time, could get to that level and really challenge some numbers that people have just been hypothesizing about before.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up, collector versus investor. Historically, only collectors would go after, these sorts of like historically weird things, or like paying 50,000 for a wagon. People probably called the guy that bought the 10 mantle in, whenever it was, in for $100,000. Probably called that person crazy. But that's the beauty of being a collector. You love what you buy. You're happy to keep it forever. But when you're buying the best of the best, like every other niche on the planet, like any publicly traded company, Warren Buffett says it all the time. Just buy the best and hold on to it forever. In dinosaur fossils and in artwork and any of these other niches, the people that do the best are the ones that buy the very best and are happy to hold on to it because nobody else is crazy enough to. And it
Yeah, without a doubt. You're rewarded for quality generally. And the secondary element to that is rarity, right? So if you've got something that's high quality, hugely significant, and you can't find, it's a wonderful combination.